Just you played 2 college games now. I think the numbers have been pretty good. How comfortable have you felt out there?
I feel really comfortable. That just goes down to preparation and how my teammates are just, especially the upperclassmen, are just bringing me along and showing me the ropes.
Yeah, how nice is it to play alongside a good center like Theo?
It's great. He takes care of a lot of shots. So he blocks a lot of shots. He disrupts a lot of shots. So it's great. I mean, if your guy gets by you, you have a guy back there that'll just get off the glass.
Do you ever think you'd see Theo knocking down 3-pointer like he did today?
Yeah, I worked out with him in the summer, so I knew he's been working on it. So I was just waiting. I was just waiting for it.
We'll go to Brian D with ESPN Milwaukee.
Dawson, you look really comfortable as a freshman through 2 games, especially, offensively. Where do you feel like, your game needs to improve the most? It's only 2 games, but where do you feel like you have untapped potential?
I feel like I can improve on everything. I feel like I'm comfortable on offense. I still feel like I can play better on offense as well as defense, and just continuing to crash the boards, box out. Because everyone's crashing at the college level. So, you just want to get bodies on people. And that's some things that I'm just going to continue to work on.
And then, team-wise, obviously, next week the competition cranks up a little bit with Oklahoma State and Wisconsin. Collectively as a team, where do you think the focus is going to be over the next couple of days here, getting ready for some really good competition?
The focus is going to be very high, just like it was the past couple of weeks. And we're just going to get ready for Oklahoma State first.
Any other questions for Dawson? Okay, thanks, Dawson.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about playing through the big guys a lot this year. How much does it help to have, those versatile inside out guys like Dawson and Justin? And then a preemptive follow-up question. Did you ever envision Theo as a 3-point marksman?
Yeah, those 3 guys can really impact winning at a high level. And Theo is playing really well, and he's been very steady for our team, not just in the first 2 games, but in practice. And Dawson and Justin have a lot of talent, and you see, some exciting flashes of their talent throughout a game. So they're going to be a big part of our success as a group. And they've certainly laid a good foundation to build off of over these first couple games. And no, I didn't see Theo hitting a 3. Good thing he made it.
Brian D, ESPN Milwaukee.
So, Coach, that's back-to-back pretty good defensive performances from your guys to open up the season. What do you hope the identity of this team becomes? Like, what's your ideal picture of your team's identity at some point down the line?
Well, we need to build off of defense and rebounding, and that needs to be this team's identity, especially early in the season when we're trying to continue to learn about our guys and what's the best way to put them in great positions on the offensive end. Our defense and rebounding needs to show up each night, and for the first 2 games, it has, and so that's a good starting point. And there's things that we can do better and will and are going to need to. And the offensive end, we have a lot of improvement in terms of being organized, working with one another, running offense hard, and taking care of the ball. But if we're defending and rebounding, that'll make that evolution easier.
We'll go to Nick with the Marquette Wire.
Yeah, I know you touched upon this a little bit, but your rebounding has looked a lot better this year, not only in the front court, but the back court as well. What have you kind of been preaching in practice and in the offseason to get this team really crashing the glass?
Yeah, our emphasis in this early season, in the few practices we had before our 14-day quarantine and then since then, has been on the defensive end and rebounding. And I think our guys, to the level they're capable of right now, have bought into that. We should be a good defensive team. We should be a really good rebounding team. and the offense will come.
Go back to Ben Steele.
You now enter a pretty challenging December schedule, starting with Oklahoma State on Tuesday. What's going to be your points of emphasis the next couple of days to improve on?
Well, we have to look at this game and learn from it. We want to continue to reinforce the mindset of defending and rebounding while improving our execution on the offensive end. That's going to be our primary focus. And we certainly understand, and our guys understand, that Oklahoma State will be a huge test for us. They're a really athletic team. They're well coached. They have who most people consider the top freshman in Cade Cunningham. But they're going to be very good, and that's going to be a tough test for us. And we need to improve between now and then to be ready for that game.
Brian?
Hey, Coach, you kind of already alluded to this, talking about organization on the offensive end. You seem to really be rotating and experimenting and toying with the guards. Do you feel like you're any closer to finding, the right fit and the right rotation with your guards after tonight's game?
We're still figuring all that out. Who we're going to be night in and night out in terms of the guys that play and are in the rotation. That's going to change. And the good thing about our team is we're balanced. And so I think we have a group that starts that can really put us in a position to get off to a great start. And we have a number of guys off the bench that can maintain or even raise the level of play when they come in the game.
Nick with the wire.
Yeah, you guys obviously have quite a new roster this year between the transfers and the newcomers. What have you kind of seen so far that you like in terms of team chemistry?
Well, we have really good guys, and they've gravitated towards one another. They've been good teammates, and they've showed good enthusiasm. And those are all things that are important for any really good team. I think we're hungry to learn. I think we understand that this group has a long way to go, and we're committed to trying to improve and reach that ceiling, whatever that is.
Ben Steele.
You talked a little bit about Theo. He's playing at a really high level. What do you think it is? Is it just confidence with experience and being healthy at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, certainly his health can't be discounted. But, I think as a senior, he's really found a nice groove. He's the same guy every day in terms of his approach. He showed great maturity, and he showed really good leadership. And, I was hoping that as a senior, he would do those things, and he's done those things very well.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.